మురళీ కృష్ణ హలో
సార్ చెప్పండి. సార్
వాట్ అబౌట్ అదర్స్
వస్తారు సార్. అది వస్తారు సార్.
సరే
సార్
ఓకే విల్ సీ 5 minutes
సార్.
హలో okay we'll start let them come and join right. Last class we have seen multi-level inheritance and what type of the car we have seen Maruti and this one, and we have to see when the constructors executed. So order of execution initialize the blocks and constructors in Java is nothing but like this, and one is called the static initialization. Blocks will run whenever the class is loaded first time in Java virtual machine. Initialization blocks runs the same order in which it appears in the program. So initialization blocks will be executing what order you have given. So instance of initialization blocks are executed whether the class initialized before the constructors are invoked. So now we'll see one tricky example. So class my test in static functions it will initialize first. This is called the constructor. Now private static int sum and public static get sum initialize. So return the sum. So here also constructor initialize. I am calling from here initialization. Here I have not initialized any declarations. Only method it is there. Return sum. So now public static boolean initialize false. Private static void sum initialization. So if it is not initialized, this one. So sum will be executed. So now public class GFG public static void means system.out.println my test get sum. My test get sum is nothing but so this one. So my test and get sum is this nothing but this one. So initialize. Initialize means this it will be okay. So return sum. So this is not initialize it means. So this also it will be invoking whenever you are calling this method. So when it is this one, it is not initialized. So if it is not initialized, sum will be adding 0 to 100. So 0 to 100 is nothing but n into n plus 1. 10 into 101 divided by 2 is nothing but 9,900 this one. So this is the way of executing the constructors initialization of the static functions. So static functions also can be written. Now super class references in subclass objects. So methods overloading, we have seen overridden methods to support polymorphism with overridden methods to abstract classes using finally the abstract classes. So now we'll see one by one. So interfaces. So interfaces, as you know that multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance will not be supporting the Java. That is the reason we'll go for the interfaces. So interfaces is nothing but it is similar to the class. So collection of the abstract methods. So collection of the abstract methods. So an interface is similar to the class in the following ways. One is called an interface can contain any number of methods. Another one is called an interface is written in a file with a Java extension in with the name of interface matching the same of the file. So another one is called the bytecode can of an interface appears in the .class file. So that is what this one. Another one is called the interface appears in the package that their corresponding to bytecode file must be directory structure that matches in the package name. So package name, directory name, if you are creating that should be matched. So already one lab program I have told you. I hope which one? What is it called? Area, triangle, rectangle. So the three programs you have done interface. Now this is the interface. So since it is not supporting multi-level interfaces, we have to go for the interface. So now how you will be declaring the interface, we'll see it one by one. So here is import java.language. Another one is public interface, name of the interface. We have to write the name of the interface, which interface. Any number of unused static fields, you can write it. Any number of abstract methods and declarations. So you can write it any number of methods, abstract classes, all these things can be written. So now creating the interface is nothing but you have to write the interface name. So this is what you have to write it. We have seen last class only example for the laboratory program. Declare the constant fields, declare the methods that abstracts. So whatever you have written here, declare the abstract methods that methods to be detailed. We have to write the functions. So that is called the by default. So creating the interface, this is nothing but the syntax of the examples for this one. Now we have to see one example. Why do we use the interface? So it is used to achieve the total abstraction, abstract the classes, this one. Since the Java does not support the multiple inheritance in case of the class, but using the interface can achieve the multiple inheritance. So using the interfaces, we can achieve the multiple inheritances. So it is also used to achieve the loss of coupling. Interfaces are used to implement abstraction. So the questions arises, why use the interfaces? So what is the difference between class and interface? So this is the difference between class and interface. One is called in class, you can instance variable and create the object. Another here is, it is an interface, you cannot instantiate variable that create an object. So class can contain the concrete, so their interface cannot contain the concrete. So the access specifiers users with the class are private, public, protected. All the access specifiers will be there. Interfaces only public will be there. So last lab also we have seen only public. So that is what this one. So implementations of the interfaces. Implementations of the interfaces. So now we'll see one by one interfaces how it will be happening. interfaces, my interface. So I have written public abstract void method one. So that's what as I told you, we have to write only public here, public abstract void method two. So two methods we have taken. So how to declare this one is nothing but public void method one. So void method two. So default itself abstract methods here it will be working. So the way of declaration is nothing but public void method one. Here is public void method two. So now we have to define the class is nothing but class demo implements my interface. So whatever you have written the interface, that name should be implements. So not extends here. So implements my interface. So now whatever you have defined the methods here, that method to be written here. But first one is public void method one. So system.out.println implementation of method one. So public void method two. So system.out.println implements methods two. So another one is called the, so now public static void main. So my interface of object. So my interface of object is nothing but this one. So that is called interface name. So new demo. So ob1 dot method one. ob1 dot method one is nothing but this. So method one is nothing but, so implements the method one. So similarly you can write for the second one also. I will return only one here. So this is the way of writing the interfaces. Is it clear? Manjunath? Murali Krishna?
Yes, sir.
So how to
Yes,
write the
sir.
interfaces, you know, no? So interface name, you have to write the abstract methods. What are all the methods you want to write it? That method names only here. And when you are writing the separate file name with class demo implements my interface, you have to write the syntax. And what are all the methods you have taken here? So public void method one, that methods to be written here. So that's what I've written simple code to understand. So once you understand the concepts, you can write the bigger programs. Okay, Maithili?
Yes, sir.
Narayan, is it okay? Interface?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
laboratory programs also I have told you, you have to write it. First interface is separate file and this should be separate file. So you have to compile this. You have to compile the next one is nothing but demo. Then you have to run this one only. So automatically default it invoke this one. So that is the way of writing the programs. So you have to practice whatever I'm telling the programs here. You have to practice once, then only you will understand this one. Next is using interface references. So how to write the reference variables? So now reference variables is interface speed have taken void top speed. So now class RD implement speed. So interface only one interface I have taken. So different speeds I have taken. Now I have taken first car is 250 kilometers per hour. So public void top speed. So system.out.println RD 250 kilometers. Now Ford is nothing but three cars I have taken. One is called the RD car, one is called Ford, one is called BMW. So Ford per kilometer is 220 kilometers have taken. Same method. So top speed, BMW also same thing, top speed 300. So one is 250, one is 220, one is 300. So same in using interface only, same file name only have taken public void top speed, public void top speed. So that is also interface references. So can be taken like this. So whatever I have told here, this explanation is here. You can see it. So now let us run this program. Public static void main. Are you getting what I'm saying here? So with the same name, so three different methods we have taken previously, but here is only one abstract method we have taken in the interface. That interfaces have written three different purposes. So because speed is for common for all different cars. So here we have taken three different. One is called the Audi car, another one is called Ford, another one is called BMW. Three different kilometers. Now how to access the three different? Now what I have taken is speed. SPD is equal to new RD. So another one is SPD dot top speed. So that is what this speed will be taken. Another one is called the speed is equal to new Ford. Take the new sport. So another one is called the BMW. Another one is called the top speed. Because all is top speed, so I have to take it for the which function to be executed. So here is for audio I have taken. So audio will be executing top speed. Another one is called the Ford I have taken. Ford will be executing, BMW will be. So that means order automatically the reference variables will be executing commonly. So Audi is 250, Ford is same thing. So this way also can be written using the reference variables. So this is what the using the interface references. Another one is nothing but now implementing multiple interfaces. So you can do it interfaces, multiple interfaces also. So now we'll go for the interface 1, abstract string method. Another one is called the interface 2, abstract string method 2. Another one is called the, now two interfaces I have taken. Now how to implement it, this one you see it now. Public class multiple interface implement T1, T2. Our written, how it will be written this one. So you have taken interface 1, interface 2. So the previous programs we have taken only one interfaces. Now we have taken two interfaces. How to utilize the two interface? So multiple, that's what the multiple interfaces. So T1, T2. Or interface 1, interface 2, I1, I2. So now public string method. So here is string method 1. Here is string method 2. So here is how it will be overwritten is nothing but hello from the method 1. Here is public string method 2, that is nothing but this one. So the return hello method 2. Now how it will be working is nothing but, so multiple interface, that means for this class you have to create the object m1 is equal to new multiple interface. Another one is called the system.out.println mi dot method. So this is nothing but the mi dot method 1 is nothing but it will be working this one, hello method 1. Another one is called the system.out.println mi.method 2. Method 2 is nothing but this one. So that is the output of this one. Java method interfaces is nothing but hello from the method 1, hello from the method 2. So the way of writing the multiple interfaces is nothing but you have to write it interface 1 separately, interface 2 separately. For that you have to write the public class name, implements interface 1 comma interface 2, that is we have taken I1 comma I2. Now you have to write what are the abstract methods you have to return, that should be written here, public string method 2. So whenever you are calling this, it will be invoking here. Otherwise you can write it here m1 mi dot method 1. Here itself also you can write it system.out.println hello method 2, or you can write an enter string also, so that we can learn two things here. Previously we have printed here only, but now what happened, we are printing here itself. So that is what will be happening here. So now this is what the one example how it will be working for the multiple interfaces. Okay, so now do you have any doubt multiple interfaces implementing? We have written simple interface. Another one is called the reference variables. Another one is called the write more than one implements, how you will be implementing. So multiple inheritance C++ you have learned it. Here also the same way, only thing is multiple inheritance it will not support here. So we have to go for the interfaces. So interfaces structure we have to write it. When you are writing the abstract classes, you have to write it public, otherwise you write it abstract string method 1. That is what the way of writing the methods in the interfaces. Interfaces you have to write only the methods. You cannot write any method implementation. Method implementation is nothing but you have to write it the ordinary class only. So where you are implementing from the interface. Okay, Murali Krishna, Maithili.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
So that is what the way of doing the multiple interfaces. So now this is what the output. Now overload the constructors. I will take this one, then I will stop. So overload, how it will be overloading the constructors. Public class overloaded constructor. So public static void means string argument. So we have taken class dog string name. So constructor is nothing but the dog string dot name. this dot name is equal to name. So another one more constructor is without parameters. This is nothing but no name. So here is two constructors we have taken. One is called with parameter, another one is called the without parameter. So how it will be working? So one is called the with parameter, another one is called the without parameter. So now when you are creating dog d1 is equal to new dog of Spock. So that is called the with parameter. Another one is called dog d2 is equal to new dog. So here is without parameter, here is with parameter. Now try to print this system.out.println d1.name d.name is equal to d1.name, that is nothing but this one. Another one is called d2.name without name and with name. So first one is called the spot. So spot is nothing but string copied will here. For that object, this dot name is equal to name. So that string, whatever you are passing, that it will be printed. Now here is there is no string, but here this function will be returning no name. So that it will be coming here, that it will be displaying here. So that is what the way of working the overloading constructors in the Java. So it will be overloaded constructors also. So this is what the one example way of working. Okay. So this is what the overloading constructors. So next one is the constant interfaces. We'll see that this one is called the next class. So do you have any doubt interfaces? Do you have any doubt interfaces?
No,
Students?
sir.
No,
Okay.
sir.
So you have to practice. Have you uploaded your lab programs? Have you done it? So you have to practice this. Once you practice, then only you will understand. Otherwise, it is difficult for the examination. No? Next class, if possible, I'll open one old question paper. We'll discuss how it will be working all these things, and I'll send one more assignment. You have to do it now. Okay. Right. So shall we stop now? Hello.
Okay, sir.
Okay.